Now that is more like our Toronto Blue Jays. The offense gets some timely hits. You get some good starting pitching. Your bullpen locks it down. You got some shiny star defensive plays. And you win 6-2 over the Minnesota Twins, as you should have, and improved to 83-65 on the season. Lots of milestones in today's game. Marcus Semien, his 40th home run. Steven Matz picked up his 13th win of the year, tying, who was it, Ryu? The team lead in wins. And it didn't start out pretty. Because as much as it was a beautiful, clear sky, Josh Donaldson decided to rain on the party. A 2-run bomb in the first inning, his second home run in as many days. Josh, please stop that. And Polanco came in to score, and you're down 2-0 in the top of the first, right? After yesterday's game, we see that top of the first, and we're like, please don't let this happen. Please don't be like a Detroit Tigers or Washington Nationals scenario where they're bad, you just can't beat them. But in the bottom of the fourth inning, second time through, and it's crazy. First time through the order, Ober just dominated, right? He was fantastic. The only guy to reach base, Reese McGuire. It was a walk. That was it. Then you got George Springer, I believe, to strike out to end that third inning. But then in the top of the fourth, you got the meat of the order up again. And Marcus Semien comes up, and you know what's coming. Deep drive to left field. Deep drive to left field. And it's way gone. I think it was off the facing of the second deck. It looked like it at least. And it's home run number 40 for Marcus Semien. Just 1 day removed from his birthday. So happy belated birthday to Marcus Semien. And there's his 40th bomb of the year. The 5th player in MLB history at the second base position to hit 40 home runs. The most recent, Brian Dozier in 2016. So that's pretty wild stuff from Marcus Semien. But the Jays weren't done in that inning. You know, next batter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And what a couple ABs Vladdy had today, right? This at bat especially. He was down 0-2 to Ober. And he grinds and grinds and grinds. Ends up walking, coming back from 0-2 to draw the walk to get on base. Remember, there's still nobody out. Bo Bichette then jumps on the first pitch, rips it up the middle for a base hit. Now you got 2 on and nobody out now. You're buzzing. You're looking to tie the game or take the lead. And Teoscar Hernandez comes up. He gets a ball up in the zone, and he crushes it high and deep. Key on the high because it was really, really high. The question was it going to have enough distance? Was it going to have the wings to get out of here? A jump at the wall from Rooker, and he can't get it. A 3-run shot for Teoscar Hernandez, and he ends up passing Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And the RBI totals so far this year, with that home run, Teo now has 106, Vladdy 104, and everyone's freaking out, right? Teo, we want him to win Triple Crown, but if I had a choice of a wild card game / playoff run or a Triple Crown, I'll take that playoff run any day of the week. So great job for Teoscar Hernandez. Homer number 28 on the year for him. And it puts the Jays now in front 4-2. Huge, 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 huge shot from Teo. Vladdy and Bo come in to score on the home run. And now Steven Matz just dials it in. You go out in the top half of the 5th inning, does a job. 3 up, 3 down. Good stuff. Goes out there in the 6th inning, though, and there's runners in the corners with 2 out. His pitch count's at 96, I believe. And Charlie Montoya decides to go to the bullpen. You know what? I am all with that move, right? You want to make sure this out gets made. You don't want them sniffing anything. Because can you imagine if he leaves him in there, gives him a gap or double, and just like that, we got a tie game. Or worse, a long drive, and you're down 1. You bring in Trevor Richards. He gets the ground ball, and the inning is over. A fantastic job. Fantastic job from Charlie Montoya, 1, and Trevor Richards doing a job and getting out of that very important 6th inning as it paid dividends later on, right? Meza did a fantastic job going and getting 4 outs. Adam Simmer was great. But in the bottom half of the 7th, the Jays added a little bit more stuff. Because the pitcher on the mound couldn't throw strikes to save his life. Loads the bases with just walks. And it brings Bo Bichette to the plate. You don't do that. And he rips a single to left field. Jansen and Springer come in and score. Danny Jansen came in to pinch run for Alejandro Kirk, who led off the inning with a walk. So great job from Bo Bichette, scoring Jansen and Springer, extending the lead to 6-2. And I think every Jays fan right there was like, okay, I feel a lot better now. And I was one of those people. If you guys weren't like that, then I'm just crazy. But that's all right, because I'm nuts. And then Jordan Romano goes out there and locks it down, as he's done all year long, and the Blue Jays win it 6-2. So let's get to some stats here before we talk about, some wild card standings. All right, so let's get to the offense. Your core guys moving forward. Bo Bichette, 3 for 4 with a run scored and 2 RBIs. 3 singles in the game for Bo Bichette, 1 leading up to the 3-run home run from Teo, and then the 2-run single in the 7th. Vladdy goes 1 for 2 in the game, a missile to center field, and then walks twice, big time. If I'm not mistaken, both walks that Vladdy had, he was down 0-2. And he battled back, and ended up walking both times. So it tells you right there, he's not chasing the numbers. He ain't chasing stats. He's not chasing the Triple Crown lead. He's not doing any of that. What he's doing is staying within himself. He's looking towards the playoffs. Because the guy who's looking for stat padding and all that would swing out his rear end on half of those pitches. But he wasn't. So fantastic job staying calm, cool, collected from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 2 with a run scored and 2 walks in the game for Vladdy. Let's get to the pitching staff. Steven Matz went 5 2/3, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, 5 strikeouts, and walked 2. He only gave up 3 hits in 5 2/3. But the pitch count got up there. They battled him a lot. And again, the 5 strikeouts is a little bit high for him as well. So, I wouldn't say it's a high strikeout count, but considering that they had a lot of deep counts with the strikeouts, which usually lengthens out a pitch count. But again, 5 2/3, a solid ball from Steven Matz. Picks up his 13th win on the year, so a great job from Steven Matz. Trevor Richards went a third of an inning. Nothing doing there, just the ground out, so a great job from Trevor Richards. And Tim Meza with the massive 4 outs in the 7th and the first out in the 8th. The number 9 hitter, who was a lefty. So you put him out there to face the one guy. He does the job, strikes him out. You bring in Simber, he locks it down. But let's get to Tim Meza real quick. An inning and a third, no hits, no runs, no walks, strikes out 2. Phenomenal job from Tim Meza. Adam Simber went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit, and also got the ground out from Josh Donaldson. And what a play on both ends from Bo and Vladdy. They had a heck of a day at the plate, and then they combined on a fantastic play there in the top half of the 8th, Bichette fielded the ball to his right, and he's in the hole on the run the other way, and he spins and fires it. Vladdy had a beautiful stretch, and he picks it out of the dirt, picking up 2 scoops of Raisin Bran, and a big-time job to end that inning, and to keep the lead 6-2. Jordan Romano went an inning, allowed 1 walk, but strikes out 2 to end the ball game. Not a save for Romano. He is 18 of 19, though, with save opportunities. Tells you how good he's been this year for this team. But he locks this game down, no problem, and you win 6-2 and are 18 games over 500. Now, with the victory today, and the Red Sox laying a beat down in the Orioles, as we'd all expect, you are still a game behind the Red Sox. However, with the New York Yankees getting absolutely, whatever you want to call it, you guys can use whatever phrase you want to use for that, 11-3 by the Cleveland Guardians, I'll even use their new name, and the Jays win. We now flip up the Yankees again. We are now half a game ahead of the Bronx Bombers. So again, yesterday sucked, you lost, every team won, you're like, oh, the Yankees are ahead of us, we're not actually out of it right now, but with the W, you're back in the second wild card spot. This is how wild the rest of the season's going to be, Jays fans, but a win is a win nonetheless, and a big job for the Jays this afternoon, all right? Now, tomorrow's game, tomorrow afternoon, it's a 107 first pitch at Rogers Center in the finale of the 3-game set against the Minnesota Twins. It's Jose Berrios on the mound for the Jays, facing his former team for the first time, the team he spent his entire career with. He's about to face them for the first time at Rogers Center, looking for the Series W. It is to be determined, right now at least, from when I wrote my notes down, for the Minnesota Twins. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing for the Blue Jays? I don't really know how to feel about it. But either way, Jose Berrios, you got to feel good about him. He has been phenomenal since those little mechanical changes that he made. No more over-the-head stuff. Just calm, simple stuff. Great job, Pete Walker. And he's been dynamite over his last, 4 starts or so. He's been fantastic. Hopefully he can keep that going. And hopefully the Jays offense can keep on that roll like they did today. All right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this afternoon, smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's ball game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM to that great stuff, guys. The Instagram link is down below, so follow up there if you have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jays Edition, as we all know, tomorrow evening as the Blue Jays take on the Minnesota Twins in the finale of the 3-game set at Rogers Center, 107 first pitch there. Jose Berrios gets the ball for the Jays. It's to be determined right now for the Minnesota Twins. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.